Hello, everybody. It's Daniel here, and welcome to Emotional English podcast, where you learn an English language effortlessly, emotionally, fulfilled with energy, and of course, positively. Welcome, everybody. Another day, another chance to learn English. And I want to start my today's podcast episode from some news and updates about emotional English. I've created a new channel on Boosty, where you can support our podcast. So we have two options of subscription. We have subscription one for people who just want to subscribe and promote and support our podcast. Another subscription is for people who want an extra content from Emotional English, and I will post every week some new content which you can consume and improve your English even more. So, another update, I want to say that we had finished a great communication meeting, right, of Emotional English community, and we had a lot of fun with our discussion of different interesting philosophical questions, and we just had fun learning new vocab with the community. And today I have prepared another podcast episode for you guys. It's the News in English podcast, and I want to discuss about the topic about the man who wants to eat every animal on earth. It's quite a crazy topic for discussion, but I'm happy to share this information with you guys. And I'm using the website www.newsinlevels.com for this podcast. It's a great website where you can read some news in levels. And today I'm using the level number 3. And we discuss some advanced vocabulary with advanced words. And if something is going to be kind of hard for us, I'm going to do some extra comments and it will be more understandable. As usual, I'll do the full reading of this new, and then we'll discuss some new content. I'll give you some alternatives, and maybe I will interpret it a little bit deeper. So let's begin. The first paragraph. This story has 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs. Yeah, a couple of them are very small. Let's start from the first one. In the 1830s, William Buckland, a prominent British scientist, hosted unique dinner parties where he served exotic dishes like a mouse on toast. It's the first paragraph. One sentence, one paragraph. So there is a year, 1830s, right? 1830s, and there is a guy, he's a scientist, not just a scientist, he's a prominent British scientist, or better say, British scientist, right? So, William Buckland, a prominent British scientist, hosted unique dinner parties. Yeah. So what does it mean, prominent British scientist? There is a normal scientist and prominent scientist, right? What's the difference? It's pretty simple. If you see the prominent British scientist, he's very popular, he had achieved something, right? That's a prominent guy. But just the scientist haven't achieved anything yet. So prominent person had achieved something. Not prominent, just a scientist, haven't achieved anything. So William Buckland was a prominent British scientist or not? Yes, he was a prominent British scientist. He hosted unique dinner parties where he served exotic dishes like mouse on toast. Oh my goodness. I would never eat this for sure. But people say never. Who knows? Okay, mouse on toast. What a crazy weirdo. When the person is a weirdo, the person is crazy, okay? He does some crazy stuff. Or I would say a creep. So William Buckland is a little creepy to me, I guess, because he's serving exotic dishes in his during his unique dinner parties, right? I don't know. Is it cool to invite people and give them mouse on toast for free? It's like, Tom and Jerry on the toast is not a good dinner, I guess. But who knows? Maybe people are curious about food. And by the way, when you're curious about food, you want to try something new all the time because you're curious. You really want to try something new. So that is the first paragraph. Let's jump to the next one. Despite his eccentricities, Buckland made significant contribution to geology and paleontology. He became the first person to study geology at the University of Oxford. He challenged traditional beliefs, including the biblical account of the Great Flood, by examining fossils. Buckland's discoveries, such as the Megalosaurus, helped advance the understanding of dinosaurs and evolution. His wife, Mary, also played a crucial role in their scientific endeavors. Okay, that's a big paragraph, by the way. Yeah, and my math was very bad, so this story has only 3 paragraphs, and the second one is a pretty big one. So let's go step by step now. We will discuss each paragraph with full concentration now. Despite his eccentricities, what does it mean, eccentricities? Eccentricities is like, just imagine some craziness or strange emotions, right? Or some strange behavior of a person, right? And William had showed crazy behavior with the mouse on the toast. So despite that, despite his eccentricities and uniqueness, Buckland was a pretty good scientist. Why? Because he made significant contributions to geology and paleontology, right? So what does it mean, a significant contribution, you can say, or you can ask? And I would comment this, no problem. Buckland made significant contribution. It's like he had created something. When you're creating something, you are contributing, right, to something. For example, I'm creating this podcast episode, so I'm contributing to English. So I'm creating some way to learn English, and you can use this podcast to improve your skills, right? Listening skills, maybe speaking skills. It depends how you use it. Buckland made significant contributions to geology and paleontology, right? So there are two scientific, let's say, there are two areas, right? There is area of geology and the area of paleontology. And I guess paleontology is about fossils and plants, and geology is just about fossils, I guess. So it's about rocks and everything, I guess. Yeah, that's, if I'm not mistaken. So these layers of earth and everything, that's geology, I guess. So, and he became the first person to study geology at the University of Oxford. So he's a pretty popular guy, right? He's a popular, prominent scientist, right? Now it does make sense, right? So he became the first person at the University of Oxford. And Oxford is a pretty good school, right? So he challenged this scientist, this guy, William, had challenged traditional beliefs, including the biblical account of the Great Flood. What does it mean? When you're challenging the traditional belief, I guess traditional in this case, we discussed the topic of biblical story of a great flood. So if you're familiar with the Bible, there was a big period of flooding. And, biblically, it's called Great Flood when the water was surrounded. I mean, the ground or the earth was surrounded by water. So the flooding was there. It's like ocean everywhere, And so he kind of reopened this story. So he challenged this traditional belief of Christians probably by examining fossils, right? He was making a big, deep research of fossils. Fossils is, the fossil fuels, for example, it's the oil, right, from for your car or for different machines, right? And fossils, it's the rocks. It's the different research connected to the examining fossils. It's about making some research of rocks, right, or the ground. I would say surface or something. So Buckland's discoveries, such as the Megalosaurus, helped advance the understanding of dinosaurs and evolution. So, yes, geology and paleontology, probably this dinosaur, Megalosaurus. I guess that's the name. By the way, I've never heard of this dinosaur. Let's double check. I just want to see, how does it look like? Just curious. Let me Google it. I just want to see the picture. Oh, it's pretty cute. Okay, not a very big one, by the way. Megalosaurus, right? Interesting. Okay, but I don't believe in this dinosaur story. I think it's all fake. Yes, this whole story is kind of weird. Maybe I'll discuss my own perspective of life, how I see the life in general. What do I believe in? But I do not believe in dinosaurs, that's for sure. I don't believe that dinosaurs and evolution kind of has any type of connection between each other. So that's just my perspective. But anyway, his wife, this guy's wife, Mary, also played a crucial role in their scientific endeavors. That's a good word, by the way, a good vocab, endeavor. It's like when you start something, when you begin something new. Maybe you have started our Emotional English podcast listening. That's your endeavor, right? Or many endeavors, it's your pushes or your starts. When you have started something, let's say I've started karate practice. So it's my endeavor, right? It's my beginning. And it's not so easy to do so, right? It's not so easy to do something new. So that's an endeavor. That's the whole paragraph. So we have learned that there was a guy, William. He was a little bit crazy, right? But prominent. He was very popular. He had a lot of eccentricities, right? A lot of uniqueness and crazy things in his mind. But he had achieved great successes related to geology and paleontology. He reopened the idea of great flooding, and he examined fossils, right? And thanks for this examining of fossils, he reopened this. And then he discovered Megalosaurus, I guess. So, yeah. And he helped advance the understanding of dinosaurs and evolution in general. It's another achievement, right? When you're advancing something, you improving something, right? So advancing, it means to improve something, to advance, to improve, the same thing. Yeah, that's the second paragraph, guys. Let's jump to the next one, to the number 3. Although Buckland's dream to eat every animal on Earth remained unfulfilled, his unconventional approach to science demonstrated that scientific exploration could be both rigorous and enjoyable. That's the paragraph number 3. So what we have here, we have the understanding that this scientist, William Buckland, he had a dream to eat every animal. And that's why people thought that he has some eccentricities, right? Or some craziness, right? He was a weirdo. He was a creep in this case. But he wanted to eat every animal on Earth. He wanted to try it. What a crazy man. And it was a failure. I think he failed with this because this dream remained unfulfilled. What does it mean, unfulfilled? Your life can be fulfilled or unfulfilled. It means you get everything, you get your full satisfaction about life, or you're not getting anything. You're not getting what you want, right? So when you're happy, you're fulfilled. When you're not happy, when you haven't finished something you wanted so much, that's unfulfilled, right? So we're trying to be fulfilled and satisfied, right? I think fulfilled and satisfied, very close to each other. So, and his unconventional approach to science demonstrated that scientific exploration could be both rigorous and enjoyable. I like this phrase, by the way. Unconventional approach means the approach which is not standard one. Unconventional approach of learning English, it's the special approach which we are using today, which I use with my students, right? We're using the vocabulary approach. So, and we are kind of exploring the language step by step without using grammar and improving grammar automatically by facing the language and copying the phrases, sentences, what we see. Yes, we can understand grammar a little bit deeper into logic, but again, we're doing it not standardly, right? So we're using unconventional approach, not conventional, but unconventional approach, not a standard one. So unconventional approach of this guy, of Buckland's dream, of the Buckland William, demonstrated that scientific exploration could be both rigorous and enjoyable. The same approach I'm promoting here in the podcast, rigorous means serious and effective, right? Makes sense. It's like hard and not simple, and it's like very strict. This word is very powerful. You can use it in all different situations. Let's say you can describe it as something not easy. Rigorous, it means not simple. But at the same time, it can be very nice and precise, very correct one. So rigorous, very powerful in this case, right? Because of the correctness. And enjoyable because it's like serious and fun, right? So he used that approach. He's a crazy guy. He used an unconventional approach to science, the same as we are using the emotional English approach to learn the language, right? I hope this idea is pretty clear. Okay, so what kind of vocab we had discussed in this paragraph? Unconventional, which is pretty understandable right now. So it's different from usual, right? Something, what people say when things are unconventional, it means not standard. The next word we had discussed is rigorous, right? Rigorous, it's extremely thorough, or like we have this in definition, or careful. I would say rigorous in the context we discuss is kind of serious, strict, and careful, and very precise, I would say, right? I guess in this case, rigorous makes more sense. Yeah, I think that's all, guys. So that's the full story. It's a crazy story, I know, about the William from British, all right, British guy. But we had learned some great, great vocab here. And let's read the full story now without comments, just the story fully, and revise and let's try to get full understanding, right? In the I'm so sorry. Something is wrong with my throat today. In the 1830s, William Buckland, a prominent British scientist, hosted unique dinner parties where he served exotic dishes like a mouse on toast. Despite his eccentricities, Buckland made significant contribution to geology and paleontology. He became the first person to study geology at the University of Oxford, and he challenged traditional beliefs, including the biblical account of the Great Flood, by examining fossils. Buckland's discoveries, such as the Megalosaurus, helped advance the understanding of dinosaurs and evolution. His wife Mary also played a crucial role in the scientific endeavors. Although Buckland's dream to eat every animal on Earth remained unfulfilled, his unconventional approach to science demonstrated that scientific exploration could be both rigorous and enjoyable. That's it. So we had finished it, guys. And again, let's try to answer some questions about this story, shall we? So I would ask you a couple things, right? First of all, how many characters had we heard of here in this story? We heard of just one person who's listed, or there were more than one? Yeah, actually, there were more than one. William and at least his wife, right? She helped him a lot with his researches, right? So we know that William was a scientist, right? But what kind of scientist he was? Right. He was a popular scientist, right? He was a prominent, popular scientist. He was from USA or from England? Yes, he was from England because British people, they live in England. So our William was crazy about one thing. What was it? It was a unique dinner parties. This guy was crazy because he thought about eating crazy amount of animals. So he wanted to eat every animal on Earth. That a crazy idea. So he had eccentricities, isn't it? He did. He had a lot of eccentricities. And one of them was this idea of eating every animal on Earth. We didn't have a lot of information about it here, by the way, but we had understanding of science. What kind of area of science this guy worked for. He worked for geology and paleontology, right? So another dinosaur he opened or discussed, it was Tyrannosaurus Rex? No, it was Megalosaurus. And if you're curious what kind of dinosaur is this, it's not a big dinosaur, quite a beautiful one, if you do believe in dinosaurs. So next, he kind of helped advancing something. What have he helped advanced, right? He have advanced something. What was it? The understanding of dinosaurs and the understanding of evolution. All right. Did his wife play a big role in his scientific endeavors? Yes. His wife played a crucial role. It means very big, crucial role. So, and one more question. Did he use a traditional approach or another approach? Yeah, another approach, isn't it? What was it? What was the name of this approach? Unconventional, right? Unconventional approach to science. So he demonstrated different things, right? And this approach was rigorous. What does it mean? Yeah, rigorous was pretty serious, pretty strict, and pretty, I would say, precise one and serious one. Extremely thorough, right? And at the same time, very enjoyable. So he had fun and he did a pretty good contribution. What does it mean? Contribution. Yeah, contribution is something good, what you create. When you have a contribution, you create something for somebody, okay? So that's quite a revision. All right, guys, I think we had discussed pretty nicely today. I'm so sorry that I had posted this podcast very lately, but I will post even more. Maybe next week I'll post a couple more episodes just to cover up my absence. And check out my Boosty account now. You have a chance to support our podcast. If I see that you guys supporting my podcast, I would understand that you're listening to it, you interested, and I will have even more motivation to create podcasts. Maybe I will make even more than just one free podcast every week. So just give me some sign, right, that you are interested in this podcast. I have received a lot of positive feedbacks from you guys about the podcast, and I'm really happy to help you with English learning process. But now you can support me with the Boosty account. It's pretty cheap. So it's $1.99 per month and $2.99 for subscription plus with an extra content on Boosty. So if you're curious, if you want to see how things are going on, so just go and subscribe. That's all for today, guys. I had a lot of fun telling you the story about this crazy guy, about William Buckland. And just don't forget to learn your language every single day and be positive about this. Be fulfilled. Have a lot of fun, and things gonna be much, much better. Have an amazing day, and I see you very soon. Bye-bye.